Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, introducing you to my beginner's guide to Master Ninja mode on Ninja Gaiden Sigma. This is the second part to Chapter 9, this is the HYDRACUBUS fight. And this is still part of the boss gauntlet, or the level gauntlet since that previous save point, so if you die here you will have to do that entire previous video all over again, so I would pretty much say if you need to use items to stay alive, feel free to do so, it'll just make it a whole lot less frustrating. I completely ignore the cats because there's a lot of them, and just focus on HYDRACUBUS. And once you knock off his limbs, you want to swap to the lunar staff, sorry, and do the ultimate technique. And if you get lucky, you'll kill a couple of the cats with the technique itself. Right then, there, it was a bit of a mistake on my part, because what happens is both the arms let out bits of essence, and if you're lucky, both of them will both let out a full charge, so that you can do two ultimate techniques off the same bunch of essence. Like right now, if I'd have had that blue essence just there available, I'd have been able to do a second ultimate technique on Hydra, and he would have felt it big time, but instead, I didn't, and right now, I'm at that point where I've kinda, ooh, that were pretty sloppy, just got to take out that second arm, so that I can do my lunar, and hopefully, chain those two attacks, but we'll soon find out. So swap back to the lunar as soon as you take rid of the arms with and do the on landing into the ultimate technique, and then hopefully if you kill a cat you can use their essence to do another quick one. And if that had been blue, or if I'd have killed two cats, that would have been the end of the fight and a much better fight, but I didn't, so I thought I might as well use a Ninpo because I've not used one in a while, and then I can swap back to my dragon sword. And I never really use Ninpo. I really should, because it's one of those things that can really save your ass, and you generally get the red essence back very quickly, but it's just something I never do. And once again, there is slowdown on this fight when he starts firing the acid, which is a pain in the ass, but it can't be helped. And as soon as you kill him, it will kill the enemies that were with him, so you don't have to fight the cats afterwards, which is very nice. I wish Ninja Gaiden 2 would have listened to that, because then the Resetsu fight on Chapter 2 would not be as fucking hellish as it is, because you've still got a room filled with IS ninjas at the end of it, and there's 7 of them bastards sticking you in all with shurikens, and you just turn into a bloody firework. But there's the life of the gods for our trouble, which is pretty awesome. And now we can go back up and save. So, congratulations on passing that pretty challenging gauntlet, and you can get your reward now, which is that tasty save point. And you're also going to be able to collect, I think it's something that upgrades your Ninpo, I'm not too sure though. But the level is not over and the hardest part is yet to come. It is the Alma fight. We're going to be doing some swimming, we're going to be doing some killing random enemies, and there's also some ghost fish sections which you can farm if you want to. And I will tell you where those sections are, but I farmed a whole bunch of essence for the unlaboured flawlessness, but I'm not going to show you me doing it, guys, because it takes a while and nobody wants to see me farm ghostfish because it's boring. But this is one of the places you can do it. I wouldn't recommend doing it here. I did it because I like to get it as early as possible, but I would probably recommend the aqueducts on Chapter 12. They have the easiest way of doing it. And once again, if you're just coming onto this video and you're wondering how I've got the Dabi on Master Ninja this early, as soon as you get the incendiary shurikens on Chapter 7, you can go back through to Tyron, break the wall, and get the Dabi from the chest, because you will not be given it from Muramasa. That only happens on the earlier difficulties. On the Very Hard and Master Ninja, you'll have to find it in Tyron. And the difference between Very Hard and Master Ninja is there's an extra Ryu clone on that section when you go back through Tyron if you leave it too late. And there is a really easy way of fighting that guy, but I don't really like doing it, so I just avoid that fight completely, because the Ryu clones are some of the most challenging fights on the game, just because he's so gifted at doing moves that, you know, human people can't pull off that successfully. It's even, you know, the best people at Ninja Gaiden can't do what that fucking dude does, because he's so quick at chaining everything together, because he's a machine. But this is a lovely opportunity to get some experience. Just smashing these dudes. They'll continue to spawn for quite some time. If you're doing this Dabi trick with me, you'll have no problem with this fight, because the Dabi Laro, it's the only ultimate technique that's got range, because it literally fires an energy wave. It's just like the Scythe, only I think the Scythe's got some better distance on Ninja Gaiden 2. It's easily one of the cheapest but most effective ultimate techniques to spam if you need to do so, and I would recommend doing it because it's really useful. And I don't know, I hated the Dabi when I first got it, and now it's probably my favourite weapon on the game, aside from the UF, because the UF is just sexy, but they're both pretty much the same weapon aside from the ultimate attack. Only I don't think you can do the Azuna drop with that weapon. But these fish here are where you can farm the ghost fish. This area here and the area in front, but the tunnel that's in front of this section, you've got to be careful, because if you move too far down it, you'll trigger a cutscene that will effectively skip you into the next section of the level, and you don't want to do that. But the technique for killing the ghost fish without taking too much damage, the easiest one I've seen is with the double swords, the DCTF, and you do 4 squares. Square, 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 square. That's all you do. And then, if you want to cash it in, if you jump and press square once, you'll be able to use the iframes to jump up and pick up the essence, and then you can continue doing the square, 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 square combo on the ground. But if you finished farming ghost fish or whatever you were doing, you can run across here, pick up this, which is the wolf deity, and it's actually moved from the original Xbox game to save frustration and confusion, because that puzzle later on in that fucking pyramid is ridiculous. It's not difficult, it's just boring and stupid, but you get the skeleton key to open this door, and through that door is literally more ghost fish to farm, or it will lead into the next section of the level if you want to take it, where the tunnel will flood, and then we can carry on and move towards the upcoming Alma fight. And I do actually think that this area here is the better area to farm ghost fish, but it's also the area where you can take the most damage, because there seems to be more of them. But also, if you get carried away fighting, you can trigger the cutscene, so it's probably the more dangerous area to do it in. But if you're comfortable with fighting ghost fish, then you don't have to worry. They're not the most challenging of enemies, it's just when they grab you, you have to shake them off. And sometimes it takes forever, other times it doesn't. I don't know if it has anything to do with the 6-axis shaking, but I shake the pad, I bash the buttons, I bash the analogs, I do everything I can, and sometimes they still stay on you forever and start raping your face, which is really annoying. But this is the corridor flooding out. This is going to push us into the next area, and this is a room we're actually going to come back through later on, and it's going to be filled with stupid fish. And I don't know why Team Ninja are obsessed with putting fucking redundant swimming / enemies in swimming sections. I don't understand why they exist. The Ninja Gaiden 2 is the biggest criminal, because the fish are fucking horrific and they're everywhere, but this game is just as annoying sometimes, because there's just no need for them to be in the water. There's no need for water combat or any of that shit. This is not Crouching Tiger, you know, stupid, ridiculous pantomime action film. This is Ninja Gaiden. We don't need that shit. We don't want it. We don't need it. But if you swim through this corridor, there is a save point. This will enable you to have the shortest journey back to Alma, which is still pretty long when you die, which is the worst part of this fight. But fingers crossed you won't, and you'll have an awesome, nice little conflict with her. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.